Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Blend Show. Today is September 2nd, 2022. This is the Friday Top 5. And if you are new around here, this is the segment of the show, or the show type, I guess is probably a more accurate way to say it, where I feature 5 things that I thought were interesting, notable, or culturally significant. Before we jump in the show, let's start off by saying Happy Labor Day to those folks in the States. I sit in Chicago, and I am rolling into a very long weekend where we have off on Monday, and most people are sort of checked out on Friday. The other thing to mention is the fact that it's, already, not fall, but September, which means good things as in college football, professional football, soccer with the EPL. We got a whole host of things to celebrate. World Cup coming down, pretty soon, so you're going to see some qualifying matches. But before all of that goodness, just a reminder, the Daily Blend Show is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. You can follow, and subscribe Daily Blend at Daily Blend on Twitter and Instagram. Also, go check us out on the web at daileyblend.com. That is DAILEYBLEND.com. Little different spelling on the daily. And with all that said, let's jump into the show. So the first story comes in from the record label Defected. And if you know me, you know I love Defected songs. I play them in almost every one of my Daily Blend podcast episodes. That is the other show I host that is mostly DJ sets. Now, it's a free app from the Defected label. It's available globally on iOS and Androids. Visitors will have priority access to event news, ticketing, special playlists, and entire back catalog of Defected and additional sub-labels. Our newly launched 24/7 Defected broadcasting house will also be available to stream directly, with the ability to tune in while browsing and switching seamlessly between existing applications. So what does that all mean? So, if you like Defected like me, and you like going to live events, I would highly recommend downloading this. You're going to likely get some sort of, early access to buy tickets. You're also going to be able to watch content, stream content. My guess is they'll do some live streams from the events. And from the images on their .com, it looks pretty crisp. It looks pretty sharp. And I actually wrote this and forgot that it said free. So as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to download new app. All right. Jumping from music, we're going to go to what I'm going to call internet friends and coloring books for adults and kids. So I love Instagram. I love the fact that I can see what my friends are doing. I can explore themes and topics I like, and I can message people. And so I am a big sneakerhead, if you couldn't tell by my Instagram and the number of stories I talk about sneakers on this show. I'm also a big coffee consumer. I'm not like the snobbiest coffee person. I just like it pretty dark and pretty strong. And I came across this account. It's called _Coffee and Kicks. And they feature, pictures of people drinking coffee with cool sneakers. And so I found that the person who runs this is Luke. He's up in Canada. And either on the Coffee and Kicks Instagram or his own, I can't remember, but it doesn't matter, he had a coloring book. And it's fantastic. It's, 30 pages or so. It's all your favorite Nike silhouettes. They're available to color as someone with a 5-year-old kid. And someone who actually likes to color and just kind of zone out when he's having a cocktail on Friday night. It's going to be how I spend a little bit of my time this weekend to do a little bit of coloring on some Nike Dunks, some Jordans, some Jordan 3s. So on the dailyblend.com website, I've linked to the coloring book. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to Luke and his Coffee and Kicks Instagram account. All right, so we're going to move from coloring sort of inside of the house activities to out of the house activities with Costco cloning the Scotty Cameron putter. And it's not a one-for-one clone, but it's pretty darn close. So for $99, you can get a Kirkland Signature KS1 putter. It features right-handed 100% CNC milled stainless steel, super stroke countercore mid-slim 2.0 putter grip, and fully adjustable heel and toe weight. Sure sounds a lot like the Scotty Cameron. In fact, if you look on the bottom, it looks almost identical, and the head cover is pretty similar. So I kind of want to just buy this putter. It's $99. It's not like the cheapest, but it's not the end of the world. It looks cool. I don't putt a lot in my office, but I did get the thumbs up to start exploring putting a putting green in the backyard. We have a huge backyard that needs to be fixed up in certain areas, and a putting green would make it perfect, so I can put it to good use. And it's just a good story for all your friends. So head to Costco, go check out the Kirkland Signature putter. And on .com, we put together, or we featured a review of the putter. It's pretty interesting to say the least. So the next story is pretty funny to me. I found this video. It's Daniel Radcliffe, yes, the one that played Harry Potter, is playing Weird Al Yankovic in a upcoming biopic. And you got to watch this video. There is a piece about him dating Madonna, and I actually don't even know, or not dating, maybe hooking up or having a relationship with, however you want to call it. I don't know if that story's true. But the fact that it's in this video and it's, Daniel Radcliffe, totally, believable as this character. And I can't wait to see this on, I think it's coming out on Roku for a Roku original, but I'm not exactly sure the release date, but the, 2 or 3 minute video is worth checking out. So go watch that. From the stuff that I've seen, that's not Harry Potter, he's a pretty good actor that I always enjoy watching. So hats off to Daniel Radcliffe, and looking forward to seeing more from him. And then we're closing out the week with a video and content model. So a number of friends and colleagues have asked me more recently, like, hey, how do you put out all this content? And I found this reverse pyramid content model from GaryVee, and the headline is how I make 30 plus pieces of content from a single keynote. I'd argue you could make more, but the idea is basically having a piece of hero content, chopping it up, and then disseminating it across different channels and creative ways. And when I think about that, it's like not that hard. I think so many people in their personal and professional life, as they're looking to amplify their voice, overthink it. And it's like there's so much noise. Just put some stuff out there, see what happens, see what people react to, and come back for more. I also featured a video from GaryVee about how he gets the first 1,000 subscribers on any platform. Both are really interesting. Worth having a glass of tequila or Negroni and watching and reading and getting ready for hitting the post-summer content game come September. All right, that wraps up our Friday top 5 stories. But before I let you go, I wanted to highlight 2 other things on DaileyBlend.com. The first is, don't quit on summer. You've got a strong weekend ahead, and actually summer ends, I think, in September. So go check out my poolside mix. And the second thing is this week on DaileyBlend.com, and obviously the Daily Blend show, if you're a subscriber, you likely saw it. Hit your news feed. We had Austin Noon of Strathcona International Watches on the Sound Off segment. It was a 30-minute sit down with him to talk about, his background as a tennis agent and how he started a watch brand. It's really cool, really interesting story. I actually went out and purchased one of his watches. I'm wearing it right now. It looks great. I wear it to the pool. I wear it around town. I dress it up, I dress it down. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it. With that said, enjoy your Labor Day weekend, and we'll catch you on the show next week. We've got another Sound Off guest next week. I'm pretty fired up. I'm going to leave you in a little bit of suspense. You'll have to come back and check it out. But, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe Dailey Blend on all social channels and on, of course, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, wherever podcasts are available. And we'll catch you again soon. Thanks for tuning in.